Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Just about ready to get started. Hello Chris. Let's talk briefly about the plans for today's stream. So we're actually going to go back to some of the earlier chapters, specifically 3 and 7, just to group together all the special dialogue in one part. I'm probably going to split this off from the normal video. So we're going to start with that, and we'll talk about what we're going to do in chapter 8 after that. But let's jump into the game. So it's been a long time, chat, since we've been in chapter 3. So hopefully everything is set up for at least 2 out of the 3 transfers. So for, I guess, people trying to follow along, I'm going to showcase the character stats. Now, if there's an awkward cut, I'm going to say it's because we did something wrong and we had to re-show the stats. But for now, let's see what they have. So I basically just maxed out all their hero values. I gave them random equipment. I don't think it matters. Shell, same thing. I literally just gave them the first of whatever was in our inventory. And basically, I just went ahead and maxed the hero values. Hey, Try, hope you're doing well. So hopefully that'll be enough to get the special conversation. I don't know if it matters what order you send them in. I'm going to send Lawfer and then Kishel. I don't know if it matters. Welcome, Try. Hope you're doing well. Or as Celicia says, or whatever her name is, Cashel. Yeah. Or Cecilia? Is it Cecilia? I forget what her name is.
It has been a long time, Leonard.
It has been a long time, Leonard. We haven't been in chapter 3 in months.
Our current situation is as follows. Our current situation, we are firmly in...
We're firmly in control. I think that's a new one. I don't think we've actually ever heard that one before.
You wish to know his stat.
Okay, that was easy enough. Yo, Lawfer! What's up? Oh, Cashel. I just thought I'd check out the equipment once more before we leave. Man, oh man. You're way too serious sometimes. That's not true. Yes, it is true. But anyway, I'm very glad to have you on my side. Valhalla is a warrior's dream. Ah, that it is. Let's show them what we're made of. Yeah. Alright, simple conversation. The special dialogue, 1 out of 3. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick reset, chat. Now, for people following along, I highly recommend when you get into chapter 6, the first thing you do is save in another save slot. So that way, before you've sent anybody up, before you've gotten any recruits, you're able to get Shiho. Once you get Shiho, you could literally just end the chapter. You don't have to do anything else. You should already have Bad Ratch by then if you're looking to get the other conversation. If not, just find him. But usually he shows up in chapter 5. And from there, the final character you have to recruit is So, or S-U-O. So I set up a save file. We're gonna get the least stubborn of the 2 out of the way. So all I've done is I've recruited him. And I've just given them, again, completely random equipment. I think it's completely arbitrary. Hello, Disc Swap. See, this time I had to be on Disc 1, chat. You can't blame me for that one. Anyway, back to Disc 2. Give it a second to process. So, boy, oh boy. I would recommend if you have a ton of battle experience from the Experience Orb, 50,000 while equipping 2 emerald necklaces is more than enough to give you 999 skill points. That's just my fun little tip if you're looking to level them quickly. So 50,000 on each of these characters. I maxed out their hero values. And everything looks good. Now, I do recommend for Jolanda to make a separate save file before you touch any of their stats, as she is notoriously picky on whether or not she cooperates. And I'm gonna let you know, chat, after about like 25 minutes of testing, she still didn't cooperate. So I'm expecting a video cut at some point of where we talk about what we gave them. In fact, we might end up showing her stats and what we did after her particular clip, because she is notoriously stubborn at giving her cutscene. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that, chat, but it is what it is. In any case, we're just gonna go ahead and send up the easier pair, which is just Shiho and So. I don't know if the order matters, but I'm sending Shiho first. Now, chat might also be wondering what happens if you don't send the Dragon Orb. So we're gonna let the game talk about it, because normally that's the whole goal of this chapter, those not aware. Remember that, chat? We had to go to the Forest of the Elves? Now, what if we just didn't do it?
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation is as follows.
Right, it's been about 5 minutes, okay. Anyway, you can see the war is progressing extremely in our favor.
Our current situation is, our forces are routing the enemy. If things continue as they are, all is well. Do you wish to know the status of our Anherjar?
Sorry things are hot for you at the moment, Try. Hopefully they cool
Do
off.
you wish to know her status?
Yeah, see, her conversation is super easy to get. I've always maxed them out. I don't know if it's needed, but usually you have so much experience, it doesn't matter. Shiho, I am overjoyed to see you again. From now on, I will protect you. I won't let anything bad happen. Too late for that, right, chat? So, Shiho. Rinya was So. It was pretty short and simple. How's everybody doing today? I am completely wiped, to be honest with you, chat. We're gonna have another soft reset here. Actually, let's see what happens. We're gonna go a little further.
Do you wish to know the status of our Anherjar?
Freya, how do you feel about us completely ignoring your request?
Lenneth, about your performance. Send us warriors, brave and true.
She doesn't seem that mad, chat. I'm gonna be real with you. We just kept the Cursed Dragon Gem, and she's like, eh, whatever. It happens.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time. The Lord Odin he bids me give you these artifacts.
Oh, he straight up gave us a gram? That's ridiculous. Why didn't we get that in our main playthrough, chat? Chat, whatever.
Lenneth, I have a request. The time has come for us to attack Jotunheim itself.
You know what's interesting, chat? We didn't get this dialogue because we're going for the good ending, so we'll let this portion play out and we'll continue.
We need at least one warrior who can cause great damage.
Great damage, chat.
We need someone who can issue battle commands. Send us a courageous warrior who can lead. Cowards are useless to us. Only the bravest may fight for Odin.
Cowards are useless to us, chat. I love it.
Very well. Good fortune. I know that you can do it.
Okay, so that... you know what? I'll count that as an alternate scene, because you don't see that in the good ending. Cowards are useless, chat. Okay, so here's the hard part, is getting Jolanda to cooperate. Man, oh man, chat. This character just refuses to give the conversation. It's so annoying. I don't know if the order you send them in matters, so this is also going to be a bit of annoying kind of guessing game. So online guesses is that if her snobbish rank is too high, it does not work. So we've happened to have played her in our casual playthrough, so she technically has enough hero rating by default right now in order to be sent up. Right? Like, I didn't really put points in anything yet. So we're gonna try a few different things, and one of the things we're gonna try first is probably gonna be reducing snobbish. We're gonna see what happens if we just max everything, and hopefully this is good enough. But boy, oh boy, chat, was she not cooperating with me off stream. I did level her one more time in between. I don't know if that'll make a difference. And we're gonna show Bad Ratch briefly, no matter what. Alright, so he's kind of the same deal. I've capped him. So we'll see what combination works with Jolanda and probably circle back to her afterwards. Hopefully they cooperate, chat. We're gonna send Jolanda first, and then Bad Ratch. Your snobbish rank is, of course, our highest rank. You're not wrong. Moment of truth, chat. Oh, Freya, it's never been a long time. It's never been a long time, chat, when she says it. I think only once. Only one time that was true.
Our current situation.
Every other time, she's trolling.
The enemy. If things... Do you wish to know the status of our You wish to know her
she didn't give it to us, chat.
Do you wish to know
Man, she's just so annoying to get the conversation with. I swear, chat.
Wish to know his...
She is the worst part of this game. For special content. See that? None of them have it. Man. Reset time. Okay, so I don't know if we need to send like one more character. We're gonna try a lot of different things, chat, and I have a feeling this is gonna be a majority of the stream. Is just fishing for that one conversation. Everything we're talking about right now will not end up on YouTube. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. We'll see about that chapter 8 start. Jolanda might literally be like an hour because she is just so annoying to get the conversation. I don't know if there's like a trick to it. We'll try the same thing, but we'll send the other character first, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna try sending multiple characters to see if we can offset that. In fact, we'll send additional characters in chapter 6. Like, that's how much I'm gonna try to get this to work, chat. But she is just so stubborn. Yeah, it's like completely ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking. We'll fix some of her snobbishness. We'll give her 1 point in everything, chat. So we'll say, oh, I maxed it. Okay, so what if we go for like a small hero value? Right, so I'm gonna leave it on that screen for a moment so I can come back to it in case I forget about it. So we just did like basically 1 in everything and max snobbish, and she's at hero 35. Okay. Then we're gonna try sending Bad Ratch first. I don't know if that makes a difference. Then Jolanda. It's been a long time, Lenneth, chat.
It has been a long time, Len. Our current situation is... Our current situation... Our forces are routing the enemy. If things... Do you wish to know the status of our... You wish to know her
Man! This conversation is so stubborn, chat. I kid you not. I tried over like 40 minutes and couldn't get it.
To know his status?
It is just so ridiculous. I'm gonna double check to see if somebody has figured this out. Because this is honestly ridiculous how hard this conversation is to get. I have no idea why it's like this.
Do you wish to know the status of our Anheryar?
Alright, we're gonna try something different. I have a theory.
About your performance. It is magnificent.
I know it's magnificent. Okay, we're gonna try something new. We're gonna go for it, chat. Okay, so we can't seem to get their conversation to work. I think because the pursuit of the enemy is overriding it. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna send them in chapter 6. And if that works, I'm just gonna re-explain it to the video. And hopefully we're gonna be able to replicate it, since Clearly, no matter what we do in Chapter 7, it doesn't work. Like, I think you get the conversation in Chapter 7, but you might have to send them in Chapter 6, which is, like, super obtuse. I don't know how people found this unintentionally. I'll be real with you, chat. If this is the strategy in order to get it, quite ridiculous. So we're gonna go back to my previous load. This is why I said to make 2 different saves, chat. Alright, so the only thing we know for real is that Jolanda's snobbishness can't be that high. Everything else is just a guess. We're gonna go ahead and max her out. Combo Jewel, get out of here. Yeah, I remember this being annoying the first time we played this game. I was hunting forever for this. And, you know, I'm like, you know what? We might have sent her up in a previous chapter. I probably should have written it down in my old notes, but I also didn't think I'd be replaying BP1, to be fair. Alright, so we're gonna make sure that they're good. We're gonna make sure Bad Ratch is here. I think his hero skill needs some more. We're gonna give him the, Man, selecting characters in this game is so annoying. Can we talk about this? I go to hit L1, R1 to, like, rotate through the characters, but it's L2, R2. And I forget what then you can't do it on this menu. Like, you have to select something first. So I feel myself second-guessing constantly what the controls are. I feel some of these menus are super not intuitive. Anyway, let's go ahead and do something like this. You remember how she had, like, the on the 15th level goddess nonsense? We need to get her past that conversation. Alright, so if things go well, we'll talk about it. I'll probably cut back into the video around here. So we're back in Chapter 6. We could not figure out a way to do it from Chapter 7. So what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to try to trigger the cutscene in Chapter 7 by sending them in Chapter 6. So we're going to max Bad Ratch's skills. Yolanda, we've also maxed everything. And we're going to see if this is all that is needed to see it. And then once and for all, we can just kind of go forward and do okay. I'll make sure that all these characters have some basic equipment on them so they don't die randomly or something weird. So anyway, I don't know if the order matters. We're gonna send Yolanda first, and then Bad Ratch. And we're gonna rest for 2 different chapters, and hopefully this works. Fingers crossed, Chad.
It has been a long time. Our current situation
It's never been a long time, chat. Just... Well, at least we're progressing super well since we sent 2 people.
Our current situation. Our forces are routing the enemy. If things...
Yeah, Freya. They're always routing the enemy.
You wish to know...
So I don't expect to see anything here, but we'll double check in case online is wrong. I think this is our favorite conversation in the game, chat. For a mere human, you sure are arrogant. Regarding the fort, Yolanda is addressed by an Aesir soldier, though he probably didn't intend it, he unintentionally wounds Yolanda with this remark. How dare you! I was Princess of Artolia! I may not be an Aesir, but I'm an 18th level goddess! I have a right to be arrogant! That is a classic, chat. That is an absolute classic. 10 out of 10, every time.
Do you wish to know the status of our You wish to know his
So we don't expect to see anything here. This is fine.
Do you wish to know the status of our
Unfortunately, we need to advance time.
About... You are doing well. Please continue as you have been.
We're only doing well?
These are all materialized.
I mean, we're getting new conversation points with her, at least.
The Lord Odin is... He bids me give you these artifacts.
What a booty list of spells. Thank
Lenneth,
you.
I have a request.
Oh, it would be
Seems
such
the
a shame if
accursed
we didn't
flame
repair the
gem has
accursed
been
flame
removed.
gem,
There is
chat.
someone in the Forest of Spirits who can. We must repair the accursed flame gem before the attack. Lenneth, I'm giving the accursed flame. Bring the accursed flame gem to the Forest of Spirit. I have heard that Niflheim is engaged in some. I do not think they will attack us in any case. Please send us an Einherjar who is not. We need. Send us someone skilled in the.
We're just gonna skip through all of our dialogue. Unfortunately, because we have to go through chapter 6. We have to go through the recruit dialogue. So every time we fail this, we gotta sit through this chat. I'm so sorry. There's no way to skip this.
The ruins where it is sealed are called Lenneth.
Yeah, we'll go to the Arcane Ruins. Spoilers, we're not going to the Arcane Ruins.
Very well. Good. I expect.
We're just gonna straight up ignore Odin and Frey's requests, by the way, chat. We're just gonna immediately end chapter and see what happens. Like, yeah, we tried, whatever.
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation.
Chat, it's never been a long time. You know what? We're still winning by default, so I think this is fine.
Our current situation. Our forces are routing.
You don't need more people, Freya. We're already winning.
Do you wish to know the status?
Yes,
of
I do
our-
want to know the status of our Einherjar. Okay, chat, moment of truth. Did we get it?
You wish to know her status?
Oh my gosh, chat. What a pain to unlock. So we're gonna have some creative video editing, but just to recap, we maxed all of her traits. We maxed all of Bad Ratch's traits. We gave them random equipment just to ensure they don't die. It's very unlikely they will, but we did that. But more importantly, we had to send them in chapter 6. So fortunately, I talked about earlier in the video to make another save file when you enter chapter 6. So go ahead and use that one, because otherwise this conversation is impossible to get. Ridiculous, chat. Yeah, what's our reward? Our reward is ... period. Hey, if it ain't the princess, how are ya? Janetta stands at the guard tower, lost in thought, when Bad Ratch approaches her from behind. Also this music, though. So, I wonder if Arngrim is doing well. Oh, you know Arngrim. He's probably happily killing some bad guys or saving some old folks or something. Sniff. I can imagine. Come on, you'll see him soon, I'm sure. I like how morbid that sentence is. Like, they're already dead. They're like, yeah, you're gonna see him soon. They're in the afterlife, chat. Till then, we gotta keep ourselves alive. Also, that statement is incredibly ironic. Yes, you're right. There we go, chat. We have formally gotten all of the conversations. So those are the 3 sets. You have the Lawfur Cashel, you have So Shiho, and you have Jolanda Bad Ratch. Just as wild dark. I mean, you know. Yeah, alive in quotations, agreed, chat. So we're gonna pause the video here for now when it comes to YouTube. So hopefully if people were looking on how to do that, they could just follow along. But we'll have to do some creative video editing for sure. So for now, thank you for watching YouTube, and hopefully we'll see you again next time.